Does this thing look right? It looks like it's all tilted. What the frick? Hello? It's so lopsided. Ah! What is up, everybody? It's your boy Parker here with another awesome workout for you. So today's training is going to be my beginner version of tricep specialization training. I did a video like this in the past where I was much smaller, and now I am back years later with better information, better form, and a better haircut. So first, we are going to do bench press. This is the best movement for the triceps other than dips. You cannot avoid doing these. You need to do them. Notice my form here, elbows tucked in, narrow grip coming down to the nipple level, nice and smooth. Also, a little added trick, if you're doing these and you feel it in your shoulders, try and get more of an arch and dig your traps, your upper traps into the bench. It'll help tremendously. So basically when we do beginner exercises for beginners, like when I'm obviously beginners, when I'm teaching people how to train, when I'm training them, the first thing I have them do is up the reps and we look at form. So with this, form is imperative. What I do is I put one finger on the smooth and I come down until I feel my triceps stretching at the bottom, and then I powerfully press back up. I'd say about 85%. I'll do a rep and I won't fully lock out, and I'll keep tension on that muscle. I'm only looking for a stretch in my triceps here. So the first set we were still just doing a little bit of a warm-up. This is going to be a little bit heavier. Still the same thing. You see me digging my traps into the bench, and we are locking in, elbows tight, feeling it in the triceps, and then just squeezing up here. So do nice and smooth reps here. Make sure you are feeling the muscle, guys. I can't reiterate it enough. If you're not feeling the muscle, you're not going to grow. Just point blank. The best thing I can teach you, if I have nothing else to teach you, feel the freaking muscle. Feel it contract, feel it stretch. If you're not feeling it, it will not grow. I don't care how much you think that's not true. You'll see in the long run. So this is working up to the heaviest weight that we're going to do. This is 185. I literally haven't been this heavy in quite some time. Ever since I got done with Planet Fitness, my strength has been sapped tremendously. I am on a little bit of a bulk right now. I've gained about 6 pounds. And the strength has definitely started to catch back up now that I'm using free weights. Don't underestimate free weights, guys. They work. Boom. All right, so our second exercise, we want to do the overhead press. Now, there are many different ways you can do these. In my experience, this is just anecdotal, personal stuff. I prefer to get on a slight incline, so not 90 degrees, just an ever so slight incline. And I'm going to point my elbows at the ceiling, and I'm going to try my absolute best to lock my upper arms in place. Now that's easier said than done. You see that my upper arms are kind of moving a little bit here, and we're changing grip. But the fact remains, you want to keep your upper arm as still as possible. Now this is a little bit of a wider grip. You can see my elbows are pointed out to the side a little bit more. This is going to hit more near the bicep area, the middle part of my arm, looking at it when I'm pressing. So that little middle area, it's going to hit a little bit more. Whereas if you do a closer grip and keep your elbows more upright, you're going to hit more of the bottom near your lat tie-in more. So definitely variate these, do different sets, do different reps, do different styles, do them laying down on the bench, do them incline, do them decline, all different kinds of ways. This is just a blueprint. Now with my beginner programs, it is so important that you do more reps than more weight. The weight will come, as every pro bodybuilder will tell you. The weight will come. It's not important. The most important thing is that you understand and feel and have the ability to contract that muscle on command, and to be able to feel what it feels like to fully stretch and lengthen it and be in control of the pump and be in control of the muscle. Because here's the thing, you lift heavy weights and you're not feeling it, you're only limiting your growth. You're only taking the growth so far, whereas if you had the heavy weight on top of feeling it, you would just grow infinitely more than you would if you don't feel it. And in fact, when you're natural, you have to feel it, because if you don't feel it, like I said before, you will not grow. You need to make sure that you're feeling these things, because you don't have that extra bit of help to where if you just take so-and-so, you can just get bigger just by default. We're doing things, quote unquote, the hard way, but definitely the healthier way. And for all those people out there, I'm not hating on people who use or anything like that. I'm just saying, if you are looking up to people like, let's say, on Instagram and all these places, 99% of those guys aren't natural, so they're not really a good role model. Now, if you're starting out and you're using gear from the get-go, you would probably want to listen to someone who did the exact same thing. But with this channel, we're doing everything chemical-free. We're doing everything with eat, sleep, train, knowledge, hard work, reap the results. So you see a little pump there. This exercise I invented, I call it the Rish extension. That's the new name of it. So every time you hear me say Rish extension, this is what I'm talking about. Now, this emulates basically a tricep press down with a cable. If you were to stand upright and take a V-bar and just press down, that's essentially what you're getting here. Now, notice that when I'm pressing, the back of my arm jumps up. I'm going past my torso as much as I can. The long head's major function is to bring that humerus back behind your body. That's why you see a lot of people who do skull crushers, they're not just doing them still. A lot of people will have some body movement there, up and down, you know, with their upper arms, and that is literally a function of the long head. A good example of this would be Ronnie Coleman. Watch him do skull crushers. His arms are moving all over the place. And for our last set, I want to give you the dips. Now, everybody knows how to do these, but you don't do them the way I do them. So I do them two different ways. I vary the width of my arms on the bench. So what I'm doing is I've got my feet propped up. I'm not fully, you know, legs straightened completely. I have a little bit of bend in my legs, and I'm sitting into the bench and putting all my weight on my triceps, but I have a bent knee kind of position that I'm doing these from. Every different set, I will go in closer and closer and closer into the bench. So here's a little bit of a wide stance. In this next clip, you're going to see it where I'm much, much closer, and that's going to hit your lateral head, the horseshoe of your triceps, that much harder. So you definitely want to variate these, because if you do them the same way every single time without varying them, you're only going to reach a plateau. So make sure you're switching things up. And again, guys, focus on the reps. Mind over muscle over heavy weight. The heavy weight will come. You'll get there. You'll build mass like me eventually. You just have to make sure you can control that muscle and contract it on command. This stuff is really easy. If you're interested in personal training, follow me on Instagram. Hit me up with a DM.
If you thought this was a good workout, go ahead and share it with your friends on Instagram, like it on YouTube, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. I appreciate getting to make these videos for you guys, and I hope they help. Have an awesome day. Take care. Bye-bye.